confidence is overwhelming me. I started, I think.
Can you check on the YouTube channel real quick?
Can I do what?
Could you check on the YouTube channel real quick?
Yeah. What am I checking
Thanks.
on? Just to
Just
see if it's
see
live?
if the live stream's up.
Oh, okay. Yep. There we are.
All right.
It it says live holiday special.
What?
Like, is
No.
it?
I don't know how to change the title. How do I do that?
Still stuck on last year. Well,
I
it's a
think
new. Wait, it's a new stream. So.
it just defaults to the last title, I
Oh,
guess.
really? Okay. So it'd
Yeah.
be
I can
40.
change it.
Just put like
Yeah, there we
40,
go.
one year of AOPP.
Well, I decided not to make it 40. I'm just gonna not have a number because I realized we said episode 40 multiple times in the Eleanor Mosman podcast. So I'm just gonna make this like
Oh, true.
not like
True.
the episode, just like in today's
Just
specially
extra.
format episode. Henry and Ryan sit back while talking about their favorite 2020 photos and stories.
We could start by celebrating this. Great. Did you write that one?
You did. I didn't write that.
Okay.
I can tell your writing style. It's good. It's better than mine. So.
Thank you. In this specially formatted episode. Specially formatted? Like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
We just kind of talked for 2 hours straight. Yeah.
Do we want to do a brief Instagram live on Instagram to get people over?
Um, we can. You know, it's funny. Right before this, I listened to that first one we did just to see how it looked or what we talked about, and we talked about the thing of like doing the multiple live things.
Um, Look at the title. I don't know exactly what happened.
I don't know either.
It says it's not special. No.
It is special, but yeah, not something
right.
special.
And we have 3 viewers now, so we have to step it up here.
Or production value.
Okay. Well, hello everybody.
Did they have names? I mean,
If you're here, say something in chat.
let's get to know each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Has to be people I know, or you know.
Ask us anything too. We'll answer it.
Yes. AMA. I'll ask you guys, what's your name? Where are you from? The chat, you said.
Hmm?
You have access to the chat?
Yeah, I'm looking on my phone.
Okay.
Of course, there's nothing in it, but it's there's Merchant Photography, Mason Merchant. Hello, Mason.
What's
Welcome to the
up,
stream.
Mason? Yeah, I like this layout you got on the format here.
Thanks.
The logo and our little link tree. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love OBS. It's the best.
Or never ceases to amaze me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I record all my
day.
videos,
Sorry.
like my YouTube stuff, in OBS too. It's very good.
Yeah, record them.
Mm-hmm.
I just made one today for the my big announcement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when we'll do that. If it even matters. I mean, I don't know.
Uh-huh. All right,
So we got Mason and who else? Maybe I'll go
we got
live,
5,
bro.
so
Dang.
we better.
Nothing else going on a Wednesday night, guys?
Yeah, we better
Hang
do
out.
something interesting here. We're gonna lose.
I know. Where do we start?
Well, it has been a year, or about a year. So, our first. I still remember our first episode. We didn't start recording till like 11 p.m. or something because of all the technical issues.
Yeah, I think we meant to, I think our tentative plan was like 8 or 9, and yeah, it turned out to be like we didn't start recording until like 11, just because it was just us basically like sitting like this, kind of like, so let's troubleshoot this, let's figure it out.
Yeah, we had the video era, and then we had the Zencaster era, which was probably the darkest era, honestly.
The dark times, yeah.
There's a lot of great episodes out there that are lost to the Zencaster issues. So, Corey Hart, if you're listening,
Yeah,
we're sorry.
twice at least.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, and then we're at the Google Meet era.
Yes. Uh-huh. Which,
I think we finally
sometimes we
hit our
lag
stride.
a little bit, but I think it's overall better still.
I think it's easier on the guests too.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it always has for every. I mean, all of them can probably vouch for us, but like,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's easier now that we kind of like figured out like a workflow. And we're like,
Mm-hmm. And it's so much easier not
oh,
doing video
like,
too. So much easier.
yeah. I guess a little behind the scenes for anyone listening that doesn't know, but yeah, we have like a little guest chat, so we talk directly, like a
Mm-hmm.
directly to the people and everything. But I mean, yeah. So
I'm gonna add something to our
episodes.
story. I don't think we need to do a live because we're already getting some good viewers, but I'm just gonna like put something on the story. So
I can see. Oh, did I make a dumb face?
no, you're good.
You know, like you capture something mid talk. Yeah, I'm like, gosh.
Oh yeah, I'll change that. I'll change that link too.
What, the link in the bio?
Yeah. Oh shoot, that's. You can't see my screen, right?
Nope. Okay. But yeah, 1 year, man. That's crazy. I looked up. We're technically like 2 weeks early, I think, because we released it on the 25th of July.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I feel like we started. The ideas started the format. We had our first meetings kind of like this week or even last week. This time last year. So
yeah, it's like very first week of July, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was probably like literally today, for all I know. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and we talked to it when I introduced the idea. We got to it pretty quickly too. Like we didn't just sit on it. Like we jumped on it pretty quick.
Definitely, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, I looked up. We have guys. Anyone else listening? We have an unlisted our podcast test episode. Can't find it easily. We did that on, guess what, July 7th.
Oh my god! Wow.
And we did not plan that. Like we did not plan to do this tonight because of that. That's crazy.
Maybe we should react to that on stream, that episode.
Dude, let's do that.
Yeah. You want to do that now? Actually, maybe we could.
Let's go ahead.
All right. Do you want to do it? Do you want to screen share?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see here. See, present now. Yes.
I think
your entire screen.
I'll switch to just you view.
How does this look?
That looks good. I remember that old format.
I know. So yeah, guys, this is a little. Yeah, this has really never been shown to anyone else, but this is technically, it says episode 1 right there on the right, but like this is it. This is like the very 0, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Man. Now I don't know if the audio is going to be shared.
I set it to yes, but I have headphones in, so I don't think it will. Do you want to try it?
Well, just try playing it real quick. Maybe it'll work.
So you would be.
Oh, I hear it.
Since you're kind of like the host, I guess, of the call. Only you need OBS, pretty much, right, to record.
It's so great. And like I like how you're not even on the screen yet. You're just over here.
Yeah. And I always got your Twitter handle wrong. It took me like 10 episodes to get it right.
Oh my gosh. Pretty much the time we stopped doing video in this format, yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, we said it a million times, but yeah, we had a third host. Rylan was on, so he's the top right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think I can get it all to work in here. Oh, my audio sounds bad.
What's that? The audio sounds bad?
My audio sounds bad. I had a different mic back then.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this is literally it basically is episode 0 because it lasted about an hour of us just talking about what our goals for the entire podcast, like what we want to do with it. Just kind of, I think this is the very first time I was introduced, talked to both of you.
Yeah. I mean, we DM'd a bit, but we never talked on video before. So.
Yes. So, I mean, this is kind of something special because it's very,
I think we should try to have like a set topic, but we can always.
Oh my god, that audio! Jeez, it's so bad.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just gonna kind of do this.
I just like because remember we were using Skype for this. Remember that?
Yeah, we were using Skype. Yeah. I would like punch into people. But I always punched into the wrong person. Like it shouldn't have been punched in on you here. So.
Yeah, I just like the blurry background surrounding it. It's very telling of what we used.
I'll go with it.
I mean, most
look at the cycling through each person. Oh man, you had to juggle a lot though. To be fair, like
yeah,
video especially.
that was unsustainable. Really, all that juggling and stuff. I was on the wrong person.
Yeah, I mean, like you can't guess who's gonna talk next, especially like if we talk, the three of us like talked over each other. But great, but like I don't know, it's people just because it's like less. With guests on too.
Those social media banners were cool though. I did like doing those. That was fun. Yeah. If I got them right.
Yeah.
Or they're just.
Hey man, I was real patient. All is forgiven. Why is it? I've seen enough of me. Skip it. Wait.
Well, see, I just zoomed in on you the entire time.
I didn't talk. Did I talk that much? It's annoying. The whole point was to collaborate.
Change things up.
Oh yeah.
Man, this is great.
I think for now, maybe just one sponsor.
Oh, there's an echo. Do you hear that?
Wow, dude. Yeah, that's terrible. Man, I can't believe it's exactly here.
The weirdest experience you've had. I've got
that lens behind me on that shelf. I've sold that. It's gone now.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I don't even know what's behind me. Looks like my table's random fest. I don't know. It's a guess though.
Henry, what is your email address? Can you just trade it off?
No.
Oh jeez.
Pause it.
Skipped it. Hey Henry, what's your social security number? Let me.
Oh my god.
No wonder we made this video unlisted.
I do like this. I like the layout. It looks a little cheesy, but I like it. It's cool.
The background's a little the cheese factor. I love the camera though. The little camera clip art you chose. It's so cute. It's the cutest. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I had to get something that wouldn't copyright strike us. So.
Why didn't we just put our logo on there?
I don't even think we had a logo at this point.
Oh right.
Honestly.
Because we started putting it on after this one.
Right. Because this meeting is where we really got everything going.
Yeah, I mean, this episode 0 basically. Look how serious you are. Like you and me are looking in the same direction, very intently. This is so great. Dude, I haven't watched this in pretty much since we made it. I think.
Sure once. Because I'll talk about it on my YouTube before we release it, and I'll see it on there.
Yeah.
Why am I smiling?
Is it like a big name?
You're so happy. Your plan's being put into motion. Yes, so. Yeah, shout out to Rylan though. He's great. He's very talented. Yeah. The dude's crazy. He's got hustle. I mean, he's promoting.
He's doing like daily Instagram reels and daily posts every day this summer. It's crazy.
And he's churning out all these videos, and they're all great. I mean.
Oh yeah.
I try to be good about watching people's stuff. People like my sphere people, but like he's getting them out on a consistent basis too, and he's doing great.
Yeah, he's gonna be a big YouTuber someday, no doubt.
Yeah, he already is.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
He's crushing it.
Yeah, so maybe after this one we can actually look at episode 1 a little bit and just see how it. Wait, this was episode 1. Sorry.
I think he just put that as a mock thing, but then we agreed somewhere that like.
Yeah, so we didn't release this one.
Yeah,
I just had already made the
channel.
Format.
It's on. Okay. This is unlisted, so like anyone with the link can. Yeah.
I thought you switched or something. I was confused.
No, this is still the test. You were just testing out the software and everything, and yeah, but I mean, it's not. I don't know. It's not anything terribly exciting. So. To anyone else, I mean, it's just us talking.
Now, one question for Rylan, not to call him out here, but why would you have the lights facing behind you instead of in front of you. I don't really get that. Exactly.
The silhouetted approach.
Okay.
I mean, look. It's going to show me looking like a shadow because I'm just behind everything. But yeah, that was.
Oh, that's
good
you.
times.
Man. Okay. Modern
What's
you.
that?
That's modern you now.
Yeah. I got my ring light to my side here, but.
Yeah, so we can react to episode 1 in a little bit. We don't have to do it right now.
We can't give it all away now. The festivities. No. But yeah, that's where it all got started.
Yeah. So, any chat questions? Nope.
And you gotta take a while to digest it. There's a lot going on there.
A lot to process. Yeah.
Yeah. We got 5 people watching. Cool.
Yep. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Please ask us questions. I mean, we'll answer.
Please, anything.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do for fun outside of photography?
Nothing.
Honestly, on a serious note, I try to be well-rounded. I've been better about it, like more recently, but like there was a time, not really that long ago, that I was just like, this is all I do. This is all I know. And like now I'm trying to be much more like, it's like I work full-time job during the day, and like I have to go home and like still be focused and not be tired to like do like this stuff or my whatever photo stuff. I'm like trying to still have like some hobbies outside of the camera stuff, and like it's tough. It's real tough.
Yeah, for me, I guess I play video games still, not as much as I used to, but that's kind of a good hobby on the side. And then I watch like significantly less YouTube photography stuff now. It's just, but because of that, I have more time to do actual photography. So
yeah, exactly.
I mean, I think this summer I've done like 20 times more photography than I've ever done. Like probably 3 or 4 times a week, like 5 hours a day. It's photography, so
that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, there was a time where I was pushing like every day I'd go out the camera. Now I'm like much more dialed back, and I'm like, in like this past like June, I think I went out 3 times total.
I mean,
each time.
It happens. Like everybody has different months where they kind of loosen up on photography a bit. I think definitely after I get back from Michigan, I'll probably take like at least 2 or 3 weeks off of photography. I'll keep doing the online stuff, but probably not do any shooting.
Yeah, I mean, because you've been basically doing that exclusively up there. It seems like at least a big part of it. Yeah.
I need to make YouTube videos, but no, I've just been shooting. I've just been loving it. It's been great. So
there's like new places you've never been to, like. To make a video on top of like getting hopefully good photos too is like it's a pretty daunting task.
Yeah, I just like the times you've probably seen some of the ads I've made for Hunt's Photo and Video on my, when I make those, I'm out in the field, but I just like, it's kind of like a vlog style a little bit. It's similar, like have to bring the filming equipment and stuff. I just don't get any photos taken because I'm just focused on the video. So when I'm out in the field, I just can't really. Like, even taking clips of wildlife is too much for me sometimes, like video clips. Like, I'm really just kind of stills focused out there.
Right. That's totally fine if it works for you, of course.
Yeah.
I think I suggested to you before, though, is like maybe try like setting aside a day or a time you're going out and like just make that a video day. I think I mentioned that at least once.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Like, I'm going to get only wildlife footage or B-roll and just make that like a video shoot day. So that way you're like in that frame of mind, so that way you don't have to bounce between the two and you kind of less both.
Yeah, but it hurts me though when I see a still, like something that'd be a good still, and I'll miss it because I'm taking video. It hurts me.
Well, I mean, it's a DSLR, so you just if you really just want to get it, you just flick that.
Actually, it is a mirrorless camera. Please get it right.
Well, it's a digital camera.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Unless I'm shooting on film, which I need to still do more. But
I don't know. I need to give it a shot again, but I'll find.
I still haven't developed that first roll. Still haven't gotten to it.
Really? Yeah.
I'm
Film
on
goes.
like 22 out of 24 exposures on it, so.
You can use those up, no doubt, in Michigan.
Yeah.
It's like a little backup camera. Like I'm done with the mirrorless for the day. Just like 2 more exposures in film.
Yeah.
That at least. I don't know.
So have you had any cool shooting experiences recently you'd like to share or anything? Like cool
Like
outings?
like I said, I mean, I didn't go out much in June, just because of early June. I was very just like every weekend I was just busy. Had more like festival kind of events, gallery showings, and just everything else in between. Like June, I'm starting off on a good foot. Where I'm starting to get out more. Not too much. I mean, like I went to Huffman Prairie the other day. That's a really cool place if you ever, because you can just kind of do whatever you want. Like subject matter wise, there's just like all times of the year, there's always something going on or something to see at least. I haven't edited those shots. I got some waterfall shots actually a few days prior to that that I still need to edit as well. And I'm really looking forward to that because I'm basically retaking shots I took about 3 years ago or so.
I'm sure there will definitely be an improvement there. I'm sure.
Yeah, or even just how I edit them. I hope there's an improvement there too.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do like a before and after thing. Honestly, that might be kind of cool.
Have you noticed like your older shots have like a color issues? Because I've noticed that like my temperature is always off or something, and
a little bit, or like I'll edit it. I think we talked about that in like the early days episode where I was like just really weird. Not like weird, but like I was trying to do things that are different and like not thinking about like sense. So like I don't know, just edit things and be like that looks cool and save it. But yeah, I mean there's definitely a difference I feel like over the years, but I've been using the same software for most of it, so consistent I guess too.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, how about you? What would you say?
Well, I have a funny story from out in the field. I was just gonna say, there's this lake up in Michigan called North Bar Lake, and this was only the second time I've been there, and I got a tip from a local photographer that there was an eagle's nest there, and I have seen the eagle. I just didn't know he had a nest, so this photographer told me there was a nest there, and it was on like it's a large lake, and only the far half is accessible to the public easily, and the other half you have to hike around. So I was dumb, and while I was going to shoot that eagle nest, I saw some loons, and they went to the right, and I followed them along the shore of the lake. But what I didn't realize was that right side was a swamp, like a complete swamp. So at one point I was up to my waist in mud, and it was bad. Like I could have died. Like honestly, I should not have done that. I got to a point where I was so far in that I just had to keep going. And it was literally, I spent 3 hours in that swamp walking through it, and it was just, I was falling. Luckily, there was like a deer trail, so it was, not too hard to get past, but there were deep spots, and it was not good. So,
dude, it was waist deep, really? In mud?
It was so deceiving, too. So deceiving.
Yeah, dude, wetlands, I love wetlands and all, but yeah, there's moments like that where I'm like, you just take one step and you imagine it might be like ankle deep and it just sinks you right in. Is that ever? Or sphagnum moss, whatever they call it. Yeah, there's different mosses, but or sorry, I'm tired.
But since then, I've been back to that place multiple times, and it's now like one of my favorite spots because I haven't got any good eagle photos, but I do see the eagle every time, and I'm sure I'll get them before I leave. And I never realized how big eagles really are. I mean, they're crazy big. Their wingspan and stuff.
I think 8-10 feet. I believe.
At least it's massive.
It's one of the longer wingspans at least.
And then there's also great landscapes on that lake. There's always fog, so I've been doing a lot of fog. I know you love to comment about fog. A lot of fog.
It's great you're taking advantage of it because like fog is something I very rarely see or even get a moment to like photograph.
It's crazy. Almost every Michigan morning is foggy. It's insane. So it's great.
Is it because you're near like a cold front?
I think so because it's by Lake Michigan, so that's probably why. And the temperature changes so much here. Like today, it's like 58. degrees, and then like yesterday it was literally 80 degrees, so it changes so much here.
Gosh.
Yeah, but
I imagine it gets muggy and moist though,
yeah.
especially at camera gear. Just the rising and falling temperature and all that.
Well, actually, like there's my camera gear doesn't humidify or anything like it does in Kentucky. Like it's a lot better for a camera, I think, to be up in kind of colder climates. So, and no
at least
humidity,
mild.
so.
At least, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been like a desert over here in Ohio. There's been some days of rain and stuff. Like we just had some a little bit ago, but it's 90s basically all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And it's been
no
very
cicadas,
sunny too.
no cicadas up here too, which is nice.
Oh, really? I think they're almost done though, or they're basically
good.
done. Yeah, they stopped vocalizing and everything, and I don't think I've really seen one for about a week or so. And like we're done with them.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad I took some shots of them while I could.
Mm-hmm. And another cool thing that's going on is I'm buying a new lens, so pretty excited about that. It's like
what kind?
It's a Canon 100 to 500. It's very expensive, but I'm selling 2 lenses to get it. So like, I've been pretty kind of unhappy with my short telephoto lens. Like it's not very high quality. Like I feel like every image is unsharp, no matter if I nailed the manual focus or whatever. And then there's my 600 f11, which is good, but I love the focal length, obviously. But I got that to just kind of get into wildlife photography, and now it's kind of like I do probably like 60% wildlife, 40% landscapes now. So I'm kind of like looking to upgrade. And f11, that's not enough light. It really isn't. I can't use 1/1000th of a second like ever. It's not possible, really.
Right. You made it work for the limitations of the lens.
Yeah.
You definitely put it to the test, and it's worked for you, I'd say.
Yeah. But this 100 to 500, this basically replaces both of those. I'm missing like I won't have like the 70 millimeters to 100 range, but that's fine. I have a prime lens that's in that range. And it's a really good lens, so I'm excited about that. Weather sealed and stuff. My other one wasn't weather sealed. Yeah, it's good. So
awesome. I like it. Yeah. Oh man, it's funny. I was thinking the other day about that too. Is I'm finally, I think, realizing, because I've always been like, oh, the gear, it doesn't matter. To some extent it doesn't, but I am noticing when I was looking at like those older images and comparing it to like the new stuff I took, I'm like, man, I'm starting to realize the limitations of like this gear I've had for years now since I started basically. It's like everything's kind of too soft as is, and you can't really change that. It's just lower quality lens, choices, I guess.
Yeah, it's not even like, it's really just, I think it's really mostly just wildlife, really, that gear really matters, because landscapes, you could do great landscapes in pretty much anything. It's really the wildlife where you need a good lens and good gear. And the 100 to 500, it's not like the most, it's not like a 500 f4. It's f7.1 at 500 millimeters. But on a full frame camera, that's pretty good. Obviously, it's a major upgrade from f11. Obviously.
Just a little bit. And you feel that difference,
Yeah.
Digital stops the light.
And the thing that sold me on it is the focusing distance. So literally, you can be zoomed out at 500 millimeters and focus on your feet. It's such a close focusing lens. So not only will this be my short telephoto wildlife, but it'll also be a macro lens, because I basically heard it replaces your macro lens. So it focuses incredibly close. And that's another problem with my 600. I could not get frame filling shots of birds. Did not focus that close. So.
Right. Shoot. What's good, I guess it shows like your maturity and like the gear. You're starting to realize inside and out the limitations and flaws. And like I said, you kind of like worked with it, but it's like now you're like, I need to go like the next step above, which is I think important to realize.
And this kind of lens, it's L series and stuff, and it's metal, and it's something I'll have for 10, 15, 20 years. So, because I'm definitely gonna stay in the RF mount. So yeah.
Yeah, and weather sealed. That's nice.
Yep.
Especially for what we do, of course.
And there was one more thing. I don't want to get too much into gear, but there's one more thing I was going to mention. I can't remember what it was.
You can do it. It's fine.
It's really sharp, obviously. I mean, most lenses are. Most $1,000 plus lenses are usually sharp, but shoot, I don't even remember. But anyway, and I do plan. I was gonna say I do plan to get the R5 at some point once the price goes down. Maybe 2022 sometime. Find it used, and that lens, the R5 and this lens is really good because it's like the perfect combination, and it'll work good on my RP too. So, and that's the more thing I was gonna say. On eBay, you can get like a 500 f4 for like $2,000 or something. And if I sold my lenses, that would be in my price range. But that's not hand holdable. I wanted something hand holdable still. So that's what I like about the 100 to 500. I'll still be able to hand hold it because I use a tripod about 50% of the time, but I still really like hand holding. I don't want to give that up. So
You're talking hand holding for wildlife, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe a little bit of landscapes too, but mostly wildlife.
Dude, I mean, honestly, I've tried that 100 to 500. I tried that with landscapes. If you ever get some like the longer, farther reaching stuff, like
it's going to be replacing my landscape telephoto lens too. So
that's
how I'm kind of rationalizing the bigger price point. It's because it's replacing two lenses, not just one. So
right. I'll have to check that one out because I mean, I love my 300. Like that's near and dear to me. I think it's the second lens I ever bought, and I still have it. It still works fine, but like I said, I just need I'm starting to realize the limitations of them, like the softness and the quality of the images themselves is just kind of subpar. It'd be something I'll look into getting to.
Well, you'll have to have a RF camera first, FYI, because it is the mirrorless mount. Yeah. Someday.
Got a house mortgage, everything. Yep. And then there's also like a drone. I'm still looking at getting a drone. Just like a nice little fun thing, like a DJI Mavic.
I didn't even know you were looking at getting a drone. That's cool.
I've been interested for years. It's just once again money gets in the way. But I mean, like, just take to like the local parks and trails, like the ones that don't require permits, and just fly that thing around.
I was gonna say check to make sure, because like I know me, I was thinking about buying one, but I lived near an airport, so basically anywhere near my house I couldn't fly it. So just check to make sure, obviously.
There's the next county over, their Metro Park system, they don't allow it, or I think you need like some absurdly priced permit. It's like $200 a day, I think, or something stupid. Like at one location only, something like that. But or like in my county, I think they don't really like seem to care. I won't say they won't care, but like I don't see anything on the website that says otherwise. So I mean, like I don't feel too bad if it's an early morning. I'm there alone. I'm just flying around, just trying it out. Maybe go over the creek if I'm feeling adventurous or something. But I don't know, just stuff like that. And I still want to get that 16 to 35 again. What's up?
I'm sorry, we have some questions in the chat. I completely missed that. Beth or Robot Girl or not? What? I'll just say Beth.
Remember our guest Beth Nelson? Yeah, that's her.
No, yeah, I know. She said, "You still haven't edited those waterfall shots?" ?
Is that a question or like statement?
Mason said, "When I upgraded to the 600 millimeters a few months ago, completely changed how I do photography. It made me realize how bad I was to use 300 millimeter for wildlife."
Mason. I mean, like I was saying with the 75 to 300 I have, like before I had my Tamron, which is 600 millimeters, the max focal length, like I was using that little itty bitty 300 for wildlife. And I mean, like the shots I got were like not that good. I mean, I got a couple like frame fillers just because I was real patient, crawling towards the bird or whatever. But like, you realize you do need a lot longer reach in most cases. Not always, but it just depends.
Now, if you're shooting like elk or something or deer, that's a
keep
fine
your distance.
Lens, but
I mean, safety is a big part of it too. I'd say. So I mean,
but like I feel like 300 millimeters for deer can be enough. Like you can still be a safe distance from that. It's not going to be a headshot, but you can show the habitat around the deer.
Right. Yeah, it's everything. It's like safety. There's composition. There's just the technical of it, of course, too. So I mean, there's a lot of different variables that go into it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited this fall. I hope the 100 to 500 is out of stock right now. Actually, I already put it in the order so I can get it, by September or something, because it's just so back ordered. I had no idea, but there's an elk place you can shoot elk in Kentucky. So I'm gonna do a trip there this fall. It's like 4 hours away from my house, and that 100 to 500 will be great because they're so big. And you're not allowed to exit your car, so I'll shoot from the car. But sometimes those elk get so close. It'll be helpful to zoom out to 100. Versus with my 600, I'd be stuck at one focal length. So.
Right. Do you have one of those lens coat? Do you have like a sandbag or a beanbag support? You can rest on like the car door.
No, I don't. But I think the window's fine. I mean, I've rested on the window before.
Are you sure? Cool. I'm shamelessly plugging, but like I keep one in my car. It's a lens coat sandbag. No, but it has an aircraft grade plate, like a metal plate in the top, and it has like one of the big. And you can put like any tripod head you want. Like I have a gimbal I could just throw onto it. So I mean, it's more than just like a beanbag. It like actually secures the camera to it. Mm-hmm. And I haven't honestly. I'm not too big into car birding or like wildlife photography for my vehicle, but like the couple times I have tried it out, it's very nice. And it's like it's under $100. Just fill it with like rice or something, and it works, gets the job done.
Since this lens is so expensive, I might just have to buy a normal sandbag for like $10 and just use that without a tripod adjustment.
Oh man!
But yeah, I'll definitely look at something like that.
Yeah.
Now, granted, with that lens, that price, subtract that by like $1,500 because I'm selling like 2 or 3 lenses to get it, so it won't be as expensive as it is.
Right. So, yeah, as long as you get money back for it and stuff.
Yeah. I already got people that are gonna help me sell it and stuff. So,
yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, my gear is so old. It's like I don't even see the point selling it. I'll just keep it as like throwaway stuff, backup gear, I guess. No one's gonna buy a 24mm 100 MSRP to start with. Like,
I mean, I'll buy it, honestly.
No. How much? Make a deal now.
I don't know, like 50.
$25.
I'll do it for 25.
See, you just, I don't know. I'm just like, might as well keep it at that 25. Okay.
Yeah. You pay more for shipping, honestly.
Yeah, I know that's a problem. I'll just drive it down to you. We'll do a local pickup.
Okay. Yes, we need to do some shooting. Hey, maybe you should come down for the elk. I don't know how close it is to your house, but it's probably.
Where's it at again? Sorry.
It's in Land of the Lakes, Kentucky, which is like 4 hours from my house, but I don't know.
The lakes. Sorry.
And there's also bison too on there.
Ooh.
I had no idea.
I'm strictly an Ohio photographer. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me.
All right.
A message. I mean, now that I got this new car, it's a newer car. Yeah, man. I don't know. When are you going?
Oh, I haven't decided yet. I stutter. I think I want to wait till like fall color, probably.
Okay, cool.
And also, I want to maybe time it around the elk mating season because I don't want to shoot the mating, but I want they have the cool behavior.
You sure? That is cool behavior. What are you talking about?
Well, okay. Well, it's cool behavior, and their antlers. I've heard things about their antlers, like they get the velvet off and stuff, and.
Are they like kind of like deer? Like they just rub them on trees and then the antlers fall off? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's good that you're planning like a good time to see like the behavior and stuff, happen like that.
Yeah, I think I might do that on my fall break, which is I think in late October maybe. So.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't know. May have to join you. Fun at least for sure. I like it.
Yeah, I've been listening to the Wild and Exposed podcast. I don't know if you've heard of that before.
Yeah.
They're wildlife photographers, and they pretty much only shoot like big mammals. So it's just kind of expanded my view a little bit because I really like mammals. I wish there were more where I lived, really like in Louisville, and there's not much in Michigan either. I wish there were kind of more because they're really fun to photograph.
Right.
I love shooting deer. It's the best, really. I mean, it's very fun.
It's hit or miss over here in the Buckeye State. Like some herds of deer, it's like herds. Is it herds of deer? They'll be like very approachable, and then other ones are just not. They just run away the first second they see you. But it's hit or miss. But Huffman Prairie. Actually, I was driving out of there at dusk. There's actually quite a few big buck. They're just like running across the street. Stuff is pretty cool because it's all like open fields and prairie out there. So yeah, they just are free to roam out there and everything. Tons of acres for them.
Yeah, they're great.
Large mammals are cool. So I'd love to do more of those too. Larger animals in general, they're easier targets.
Yeah. Maybe we can find an elk place in between us somewhere. I don't know where, but
kind of similar.
Land of Lakes to you is probably like 7 or 8 hours away.
But I looked on the website briefly and it said Kentucky, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's almost to Tennessee, pretty much.
Oh, really? Jeez.
We could
We
shoot
could
with
great
David
Smokies
Johnson.
too. Make a round trip.
Yeah. Pick up Ryland on the way.
That's so great. We'll pick up all our guests on the way.
Yeah.
We'll do this big old circumnavigate.
Well, I'm
in the
sorry,
Midwest.
not Chris from New Zealand. So I'm not going to be doing that. Sorry.
What's stopping you, man?
A lot of things. It's a 24+ hour flight, so.
Oh shoot!
I think so.
Let's go on one of his workshops. Gosh.
So you wanna react to episode 1?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Can you screen share again, just so my Wi-Fi doesn't clunk out?
Yes. Let me see.
Thanks.
Episode. All right. All right.
To the
All right, let me
Outdoors
switch the
Photography
view
Podcast
real quick.
with your host, Rob.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna switch the view real quick. There we go. All right. Go ahead.
Ooh, I like this. Yeah, I like the layout.
Oh, I
All right.
remember
Meadows,
this now.
Ryan
Sorry
Taylor,
about
and
that.
Henry Doyle. We'll be talking about a general introduction to the podcast, as well as a general introduction to ourselves in today's episode. Everything all outdoors photography. So sit back and enjoy.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the podcast. This is going to be episode 1 here, and we're basically just going to be.
Why is
that
view so
ourselves,
close to your
why
face?
we decided to come together with all of our
Very
creative
tight
minds
crowd.
and start this podcast, and just give our background basically about where we are in our photography careers. So,
Career.
And this is going to be a basically weekly show, so we'll just go into different things about outdoor photography. All three of
My
us
audio
come
is
from
so
different
bad. So
locations
bad.
and different backgrounds, so that's what we'll be talking
I mean,
about on this
it's
show.
all right at least.
It's something I still struggle with today is mixing everything,
I know I
like,
am.
getting everybody's levels the same.
I just wanted to do a podcast for years now, just about anything really. But that's where I can talk endlessly about.
Yeah.
So hi, my name is Ryan Taylor. I'm in Ohio,
God.
Midwest all my life.
That background
All I know
noise
is-
too.
And
Get
I've
him
been
away.
in photography for about better part of about 8 years or so. And
Dedicated speech. I'm kind of nervous now.
it's like an elevator pitch. You kind of, you rephrase it over time. You
Yeah.
master your
Alright.
speech.
So,
What's going on?
I haven't been
there?
doing photography for that long. I've been doing it for about 2 years now. So I used to make a lot of little like home videos, travel
This is
videos and whatnot.
cringy.
Actually, I'm using a camcorder that I'm filming on right
Lego
now.
stop motion.
And then I discovered the photo feature on this camcorder. It was
I'm
pretty
actually
terrible.
that's my
like
webcam
1
right now.
megapixel or
That
something.
camcorder. So
But
Is it really?
eventually, I got more into that and completely transferred over to photo. And then I kind of started.
completely.
Did your voice get deeper? Voice got deeper in a year.
Yep.
Okay, a little bit.
Settings and all that kind
I
of
think
stuff.
so.
So I hope I can bring
It's like a
that
pitch up.
side to the podcast. You can check me out.
They
on
grew up so fast.
Instagram,
Check you out.
and yeah, that's pretty much me.
Yeah, I'm an Instagram model.
That plug.
I can see it.
Don't be freaked out.
No.
Don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
My boy.
In case you weren't sold yet.
What are we even
I like it.
saying? Can you turn it up a little bit?
I don't know if I can because it's into the
Oh,
video player here. I don't know.
okay. No problem.
Point I think it's cool how we all three of us like did YouTube and stuff too. Like it just kind of worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all kind of understood like the video format and everything too. Does that make sense? We
I
all
think
kind of
so.
did the same like things.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah. Mm.
The podcast, of course, too. Like I feel like someone that does like a YouTube channel is like photographer, compared to someone that doesn't.
Oh, yeah. We all
It's like a
kinda
different.
know
It's
how to talk on camera and stuff.
yeah. That's okay. That's what I meant. Thank you. You said it better than I could. Yeah. It's like a different style. Anyways, I'll shut up.
Much like Henry, I've only been in this for about 2 years. Interesting stories about how he got into it, like with a camcorder, and Ryan got into it at like first scope. Not me. I just kind of showed up one day and I enjoyed it. I got a camera kind of.
I hope he's watching this right now.
With the anticipation of more of the videography aspect. I started with an Nikon D3500. And the plan was to do a lot of work with kind of real estate and help showcase properties with videography and photography. And then I went on a vacation to a beach, kind of more along the sides of photography, which wasn't my original intention with getting the camera, but it did happen that way, and that's what I ended up doing with it.
I think it's interesting. I didn't remember him saying he was more into videography.
Yeah, I mean,
that's probably why he's embracing the reels so much.
Yeah, today, he's very good at video production. I mean, have you seen his stories? He like writes out scripts and stuff. It's really good.
Doing like full on scripts and everything too now. Like
yeah,
I can only dream of doing that involvement.
Mad respect.
Yeah, he's great.
Obviously, I'm glad because it's paid off, and I really enjoy doing wildlife, landscapes. I've recently
back when we
started
this, I did no wildlife, so like I was
That's
kind of
true.
the odd man out here. I was just landscapes, really.
Talked a lot about gear, and I still don't really talk much about gear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm definitely less obsessed with gear now.
Very
like
exciting.
I still enjoy it, but I'm more
Henry,
into actually
really
photographing
enjoy
now.
gear probably too much.
Yeah.
I've rubbed off on you too much.
The upcoming cameras.
Hey, I think it's a
R5,
good thing,
which
honestly.
is probably gonna overheat a lot.
I'll just give you a hard time.
Just wanted to throw that in there.
I like the side eye he gave. It's sort of like.
I don't get why you did such a tight crop on your face.
So
It's
I
a
shoot
little bit
mainly.
odd.
I have one.
I think that was my fault, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, face. Get it off. There you go. So basically, context for anyone that cares at all. This is our first episode. This is the introduction. So we're just literally introducing ourselves for like an hour. And just go, hey, tell us about what you do and stuff.
I don't know. I like Newer. But let's just say I got
Like
into
what?
it with one of the little sales
Why were we
ladies.
already
the other
talking
day.
Wait, what did he say?
I think he was talking about a
Bought,
tripod
like,
brand.
One of my other ones
Wait. Oh, near. Okay.
One time. It's I don't know.
I can't look at
Okay.
myself.
But let's just say I got into it with one of the little.
Price companies, like they're all the same products. That's the funny part.
They really are.
The exact same. It's kind of weird. I can't tell
Just a
because
different
your
thing.
audio is like the exact same. Like you're using the same mic.
Before you just
It's like I
phone
can't
up for a good
tell
one.
when you
Yeah,
say
yeah.
things, like modern you says things, or when he
I
says
use a
things.
ball.
Haven't changed that much in the past year. I don't know.
For some reason, I remember that, but it's a really good ball head. It has, I believe, 3
Is it really?
twist knobs.
It's a really good ball head. I still
You
use
have
it.
Good.
Whatever.
Then drop
Yeah.
it back here.
Yeah, we might want to.
Mind me.
Maybe we might want to show a little bit of our gear. I guess.
One of them are really nice.
I guess
Did we do that on the last live stream?
6 months ago.
Remember that? I just like whipped out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 6 months ago. I everything's the same. I have nothing
Yeah.
else really.
I might
to
show
add.
like one or two things, maybe.
I've been-
I don't know.
I've been finally wearing sunscreen. Because
Oh.
I'm getting burnt up this year.
Wow.
I know. Great idea.
Yeah.
Glad I am now. I don't have that much new stuff. But like I said, I want to upgrade. Now that I got a better car, I'm definitely going to be setting my sights more on that.
Yeah.
So baby steps.
You got to go RF. You really do. If you can manage it.
Oh, I can manage it all right. I just don't know if my bank account can. And I hate using credit cards and all that crap.
Well, you don't have to start with the RF lenses. You can start with EF. Use most of your EF lenses. You can't use those EFS crop sensor because it's obviously cropped.
The only one is my wide angle, but like I said, I was already going to get a 16 to 35. F4
Yeah.
again.
Oh, that's works great
Planning
on
on
the
it.
RF. I mean, you've seen my landscapes; it works perfectly. So, I like it.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep that in mind at least.
Mhm.
Always smiling, looking down.
But I don't even know how I
Jeez.
got it. I don't remember buying it. I swear. It's like
Yeah.
I'm
like
so
a video
pale. I
one.
guess it's my lighting, but
Like I said, I have
I
two.
don't
of
know.
I'm
those.
orange, but I always look orange.
Six over here in the corner.
Your background's blurry, but
I was
can
probably
see
really
the
sunburnt when they. This,
silhouettes behind
Corny.
you of everything.
Yeah.
There's two of them setting up on this little fancy.
we can't even see it.
And there's like,
Like,
Turn off your
he's going
blur.
like this, and I'm like,
So I have a
What's
good
that?
hack for like.
I have a good hack.
oh, I thought that was you saying that. I seriously thought it was you. I was like, go ahead. So I paused it.
I want to
thought
hear
that was
this
you right
hack.
now.
I want to hear this hack.
Buying video tripods, like nice fluid heads. I actually bought mine from a telescope company.
Okay, don't listen to this hack
Mounting system
because
with a camera. and
that
it's way
tripod
cheaper.
broke
So I got this.
very quickly. So
I'll skip it for you.
Sure.
Save you the embarrassment.
Okay, so first of all, how did we meet?
Okay. First of all, it's 22 minutes in, and we're finally getting to how to meet.
we are so much better now. I'd like to think at least. So much.
I guess. I just love that. How do we meet? 22 minutes.
Yeah. We used to do tangents at the beginning. Now we do
if I
tangents at
recall,
the end.
I'm really bad
It's
about
just kind of
memory.
evolved.
Sorry.
That's
Trend
my
lately.
for a living. So I believe, Rylon, I think
I'm
you
great at
started
memory recall.
early on, like,
Always ask me about details.
Yeah, that one right there.
That one
What
right
were you
there.
pointing?
Like
That one right there.
first couple months I was on it, and I had a couple videos here and there. I was trying it out, sure. But you were like commenting a couple times, like, "Hey, what's up? I like your video," and you're like, "Hey, check out mine." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I checked out some of your videos, and it just goes from there.
I hate listening to myself.
Subscribe to each other.
You can skip it, it's fun.
Communicate more.
I know, but like I'm like the guy that's like, I'll explain it, and I'm like, I have to remember.
And I met Rylan actually the same way. He started. I think he. I don't know if you commented on my Instagram. Someplace. It's been quite a while. I think it's been.
It
almost
shouldn't be
a
as
year.
funny as it is.
Me too.
I just feel so important right now.
Oh,
I'm just gonna take the credit for this.
because you are.
What's going
Jeez,
on
man,
there?
look at this face.
I think
Oh my god.
back
That little point and shoot
when I had that
camera
series,
keeps showing up.
I know.
Rylan's forehead.
It's more like I don't even really have a routine anymore as far as Instagram goes. The only
We've
thing
lost
I'm really
like 3 viewers.
I know. I wonder why. I love how Rylan said he doesn't have a routine for Instagram, but now he's like daily reels, daily posts. That changed her. And I think back.
I mean,
then,
I've been doing daily posts this year, or not this year, since like May.
okay.
I mean, man, I'm like at 650 followers now. It works. Let me tell you.
It helped out a lot for me because then I stopped doing it right after we recorded this because I was talking it up in the daily post. But now I'm just kind of like I'll skip a few days or a week and then go back to daily again.
I was like, I'm
Yeah.
getting progress, and today was great. So I feel like I'm kind of getting back on track at least. But yeah,
I don't know what I was talking about there, but
Today was good.
So I see Ryan's side of things and I see Henry's side of things. I think
I'm
a lot
jumping
of
in all the
people,
context
like,
stuff.
got out and reconnected with nature, like with COVID-19 and stuff. I think that made people a lot more aware. Of
Why
what
are we
was going
talking
on.
about this in the first episode?
Because how did we meet?
Okay.
Right?
I
How
guess,
did we
well,
meet?
he's
Kinda
talking about
like
COVID.
COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, the Northern Observer. That really.
I don't feel like I was qualified
No, I
to
mean,
do a
for real,
photography
right?
podcast back then. Like I'm still really not now, but like I really wasn't. I took so little photos. Like I don't know.
That's. I mean. You sure? I mean, I feel like you've. I don't know.
Well, last year like I just was not. I was not as into it. Really, it was maybe once a week at most, and just like
Then-
5 photos maybe.
Then what made you want to do a photography podcast? Is it
Well,
because
because I loved it. I mean, I loved nature photography. I just didn't do it a lot.
Oh, okay. You have to do it a lot to love it.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like I just don't feel like I was qualified back then. I just wasn't. I wasn't. I don't know. I don't know. what I'm trying to
Okay,
say.
maybe is it like you're thinking like to make a show like this, you have to have like an outstanding portfolio.
Not outstanding. Just I didn't have any portfolio because I didn't have that big of a body of work, really.
Okay. And look where you are now.
Yeah.
What? I'm not kidding. I mean,
Oh, you announced your calendar. Nice. I see that on your Instagram.
Oh shoot! All right, announcement time, guys.
Oh, is it scheduled to automatically go up?
Yeah, it's scheduled. Shoot.
Okay. Well,
Anyways,
sorry, I didn't
it's
mean to. Here, I'll spotlight
flipped.
you. Here, if you can stop sharing real
Oh,
quick,
yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
can get you on the spotlight. All right, there we go.
Cool. I have the floor. Anyways, it's flipped. Sorry, guys. I don't
No,
think I
sorry.
can flip it.
It's
Oh,
not.
my screen it is. Oh, really? Cool. Even better. Anyways, guys, this is the big announcement for the 5 people that care. My calendar. So I put it together. Thank you. I put it together a few weeks ago. I'm really excited to share it finally. I ordered a couple of copies, so I'm gonna place them at my galleries and all that fun stuff for sale, of course. It's pretty nice. Sorry, the lighting's very shady over here. But yeah, just 12 images. They're all recent stuff that I took. Sorry, it's really blurry. These are just like little thumbnails. And there's 2 pictures of me and my website, but there are 12 images I take in the past 2 or 3 years. There's some new ones from like this year already, but you know, putting it out here now so that we have 6 months to. It's just if you bought one last year or seen it last year, same provider that I did last year, Lulu.com, because they did a great job on that one. Which
So
actually
is there an online purchasing option as well?
Print on demand? So this is last year's compared to this one.
I love the cover for this year. I like it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I realized I put my logo in like four images that are in the calendar. This is last year's, but like I didn't put the year, and I'm like, but yeah, it's like a standard size one. I mean, compared to my head, I guess it's like a printer paper sized, whatever dimensions. But yeah, I mean, it's just 12 images, Southwest Ohio. They're all like landscapes. Last year I had like half of them were waterfalls, and I'm like, all right, I need to dial it back. So none of them are waterfalls in this one, but they're just different landscapes and stuff. But it's incorporating some of the newer like this one. It's incorporating like the local history and architecture. My favorite ones I've taken so far. Oops. One I took last May. Here's that covered bridge one that I'm always hyping up about. And yeah, I mean, it's just all that.